Alright, welcome to Corpse Party Blood Drive. This is what I'm going to start 31 days of Halloween horror games with. I'm doing 31 days up until Halloween, so all of October I'm going to do a game every day, or parts of games every day. I'm only going to do 30 minutes at a time, because I don't have a ton of time for editing and stuff like that. I did do a couple of hour-long videos as practice, but they didn't turn out too well. So that's also another reason, because I don't want to have to redo an hour of playtime. But this is going to be the start, because the other videos didn't turn out too well, and I finally figured out how to get the videos to turn out okay. So we're starting with Corpse Party Blood Drive. I think this is the third game in the series. I think it is. But yeah, let's get into it and see how it goes. I haven't played the other two games, but I have watched them being played, and I found the games pretty interesting. So Chapter 00, A Faint Light. And I've been wanting to play one. This one's on the Switch, so figured I would try it out. And I have to press A to continue. Class rep. Ah, no. So we have Naomi, Ayumi, Hinoe, Sis. I think that's stuff from the other game, maybe? It had been 2 months since the Book of Shadows incident. Okay, so maybe this is a second one or a sequel. I don't know. I think there's maybe another version of the first game. Something, I don't know. But those are the people from the first game. I'd been critically wounded by the blowback from the sorcery I had involved myself with, but Nakashima was there to carry me out from the crumbling Shinozaki estate. The two of us were picked up on the side of the old mountain road and rushed to a hospital, where I was restored to a stable condition. I think I'm in the upper left, trying to get it with my webcam. So you can probably see right here next to my finger. That's who I'm supposed to be. I don't remember his name. I don't remember who the two of them were. Maybe his little sister, who's like right down there. I think. That might not be correct at all now that I think about it, because I don't remember who is who. The grimoire responsible for so much of the horror everyone had been through, the Book of Shadows, was buried in the rubble of the estate when its roof collapsed. Is it? Am I the boy in this one? Because it seems like someone's talking. That's not a boy. Hard to believe that over 2 months had passed since the fall of Heavenly Host Elementary, since the five of us were returned safely to the real world. Alright, so that's the ending, I guess, that they went with, is that five of them, so not all of them, got returned safely to the real world. Yeah. Did we do it right? So that was the spell they used in the first game. They each took a piece. And I think one person didn't do it correctly, and that's why they were transported to like another dimension.
おかしいな。都市伝説掲示板の噂では、これをやった直後に地震が起きて、神隠しに遭う危険ありって書いてあったのに。
And that's what happened in the first game. And I guess now that I can hear them talking, I won't talk over where they're actually saying the words that are on the screen, even though they're not saying it in English though.
ちょっと、そんなのに付き合わせてたの？
Yeah, should appreciate the voice actors that worked on the game.
ひどい。ごめんごめん。これでみんな離れ離れにならずに済むよ。幸子を失ったあの空間からは、幸せの幸子さんの効力も消え。
So that's what it was called. I think that spell was called Sachiko Ever After.
迷い込んだ聖者を閉じ込めて残酷に命を奪う呪いの学校を消滅させられたのは良かったけれど、私たちは友達と先生の命とその生きた証、存在までも奪われてしまった。
Okay, so seems that at least those four made it. Maybe the one with the kind of blue hair is his little sister. I think the one on the left with the short brown hair is Naomi.
聖子はいたんだよ。どうしてみんな分かってくれないの？そんな子いないのよ。さあ、薬を飲みなさい。
I think Seiko was her best friend. Natsumi? I don't remember.
ナオミ、飲みなさい。飲むの。
Let me turn down the sound from the TV so it won't come in as a double thing.
いや、私はおかしくない。おかしくなんかないんだから。生き残った私たちにとって何かの違う。誰か助けて。委員長、しっかりして。 絶対死なせないから。私は軽はずみに手を出したオカルト儀式のせいで出血多量の怪我をして何週間も入院を余儀なくされてしまった。
Hoping everybody can read that.
初めて登校した如月学園。校門前で私は校舎を見つめて身をすくめた。この門をくぐれば鈴本さんやゆい先生たちのいない現実をいやおうなく思い知らされるから。
篠崎、
So Satoshi was the main character the kind of main character from the first game, I think. And Ayumi's his little sister.
この世界で心の底から分かり合えるのはこの5人だけ。存在の消えた4人のことを共有できるから。おかえり。退院おめでとう。
Oh, I can move now.
おお、篠崎。やっと出てきたか。
So Yoshiki, okay.
死ぬまくん。
Kishinuma-kun. Kishinuma. Alright, Satoshi.
おかえり。
ありがとう。
Okay, so we're playing as his little sisters. No. Ah, I see. Ayumi was the one who was into like all the occult stuff. I guess we're playing as her this game. Alright, so Yuka is Satoshi's little sister.
ありがとうゆかちゃん。大丈夫よ。
I was wondering why she looks so big.
おかえり委員長。
She's the class rep.
中島さん。
Nakashima Naomi. Okay, let's go in.
この時私はまだ知らなかった。原人症のあった多重閉鎖空間どころではない。現実のこの世界に。幸せの幸みんなおまじない好きだよね。またなんか新しいの仕入れなきゃ。ママ、今日は早番だといいな。お腹空いちゃった。ママ。
Ooh. Okay. Now stuff's starting to happen. So that's Sachiko.
拡大しつつあったこと。
Yeah, an intro sequence. So, I like that it's like an anime now. I think it actually, maybe they did turn it into an anime. But the style of this game, the 3D, kind of 3D style, that's kind of one of the reasons that I didn't really want to get this game at first, besides not having played the first game myself. Don't know who that is. I don't remember who that is, at least, if that's a new character or not. But I don't know, it seems like a really old style. But they did make this in Unity, so that kind of explains why things look the way they do. And I'm guessing they probably don't have as big of a team as most like newer 3D games have. Yeah, I would like to. I think they did make an anime of this, and this might be stuff from the anime. It would make a good horror anime if it isn't.
変死事件がまた起こりました。死亡した中学生の佐久間凛さんは背骨が折れた状態で発見されており、
まったく転んだ拍子に落ちていた刃物でああも大怪我するなんて、一体何をしていたの、あゆみ。
I guess that's the story behind what happened to her.
日の絵みたいにまた幽霊がどうのとかオカルトまがいなことをしてるんじゃないでしょうね。
Hope you're not dabbling in that cult business like your sister. Okay, I didn't remember that her sister did occult stuff.
ほっといてよ。もういつものこととはいえ、日の絵もどこへ行っているのやら。うちの娘たちは親に心配ばかりかけて。
Alright, so Hinoe, I guess she was in the first game, but I don't remember. It's gotta hurt. Ow. So I guess her sister died.
忌まわしい記憶。
Okay, so her sister's the one up there, so I guess something's happened to her head. Yeah, they're giving a lot of backstory. I guess it has been a bit of a time since the first game came out, so it makes sense. Massive earthquake rippled through the basement of the Shinozaki estate, leaving it teetering on the edge of collapse. Worse still, the whole place was in flames. Hinoe's mangled form appeared as if shimmering in the fire's light, red glinting off of red around the edges of the blades that were rapidly sluicing her flesh. Interesting way to say it, sluicing her flesh. Okay. They danced around and through her almost whimsically, prompting unnatural gyrations through her body without ever letting her so much as touch the ground. I know I used what little strength she had left to push me back.
あゆみちゃん、生きるのよ。
You need to live, Ayumi.
お姉ちゃん
Remember your sister.
いつも あなたの心の中にいますよ。
Alright, so that's what happened to her head. It was short-lived, however, as the ceiling suddenly became webbed with cracks and fissures, and a massive beam fell from above, crushing her upper body entirely. With this, I shot to my feet and began running in circles, screaming uncontrollably. I would have run right into the rapidly spreading fire if Naomi hadn't caught me. My hands and feet were covered in red bruises and cuts from the swarm of blades that my spell had summoned. Naomi was bleeding as well, but nowhere near as badly. Yumi summoned the spell for some reason.
"失われたみんなの存在を取り戻すため、篠崎幸子と天神症の呪い、その根源を追う私と中島さんの前に取り壊され、この世に存在しないはずの篠崎義恵と幸子の成果が現れた。その地下にあった古代の本、ブック・オブ・シャドウズで黒魔術を試した私は、
Maybe that is the second game. Quartz Party Book of Shadows? I don't remember if it's part of the first game or not.
夢かうつつかもわからない恐ろしい事態に襲われて瀕死の重傷を負ってしまったのだ。どうしてあの場所が分かったのかは知れないけれど、飛び込んできたお姉ちゃんが私をかばって、結局私は何もできず、ただ犠牲を増やしただけだった。死んじゃえばよかったのに。私なんかみんな私の犠牲者じゃない。私なんか私なんか私なんか
Don't know where she's stabbing.
いいぞ、死ね。死ね。死ね。なんだよ、やめるなよ。そのまま死ねよ。
One shoe on my desk and sporting a rare open-mouthed version of a shit-eating grin. A boy wearing a black parka was just somehow there in my room without explanation.
死んでくやつが俺の名前なんて興味ねえだろ。嘘ばっかだな、お前の反応。それが嘘だろって言ってんだよ。本心はどこだ、クソン。殺したいんじゃなくて助けたいんだろ。苦しんでるてめえをよ。八つ当たりしてねえで動けや、甘ったれ。
Language.
誰も助けちゃくれねえぞ。
誰よ、何なのよ、何しに来たのよ。
誰でもねえさ。嘘ついたまま本当に終わっちまっちゃつまんねえぞ。
Without a word, he motioned for me to put my hand out and unceremoniously plopped a piece of 10 yen gum into it. The boy smiled with a cold yet oddly kind expression, then finally took his leave by jumping out the window. All I could do was stand there and sob.
確か篠崎の家はこっちだったよ。
Seems like his house should be somewhere around here, I think. So he's looking for Sachiko's house? Is that right?
変わった格好のやつだな。
天神賞も崩壊し消え去った今、罪滅ぼしに私に何ができるのだろう。
はい、お疲れ様。おう、サトシ。
That's like a dating simulator.
お前今日弁当だよな。屋上で食おうぜ。なあ、そうだな。今日は天気も良さそうだし、行くか。おお、すごい空だな。雲が全然ない。秋晴れだな。この辺で食べよう。しかしなんか妙に軽いな、弁当箱。よしき、今日はなんだ？時間あったから揚げ物にした。相変わらず何でも作れるな、お前は。俺んちは昨日の残り物とかだよ、多分。いいじゃねえかよ、この幸せもんが。そうなのか？
For bread or something.
母さん。
あら、こんなところでご飯なの？今日は晴れてるし、一層美味しく食べられそうね。
あ、確か庭クオン先生。
Konniwa? Sensei? Teacher? Ah, TA. Teacher's assistant. Or teacher's aide. Miss Kwon Niwa. Pretty strange name. Age 24. She was an English teacher with white hair, blue eyes, and a soft, delicate voice. See, white hair is great.
クラスメートの話によると、俺たちが天神小学校から戻ったあの日から、ちょうど半年前にこの学校に赴任してきた先生らしいが、俺たちにその記憶はない。
So they don't remember her. And then there's the other guy who was talking to Ayumi, who also seemed to have white hair. So they're probably somehow connected. And I guess you could, I'm guessing it's dyed white hair. I'm guessing you could dye your hair white and come to school as a teacher in like Japan or Korea or those places. You can dye your hair, but it needs to be like a natural color. And I guess white's natural, so it could happen.
俺たちのいた世界が ゆい先生という別の先生がその立ち位置だったんだ。
In our world, the world we came from, we have Miss Yui instead, so she was the TA from the last one. So I guess this is kind of a different type of dimension or something. I guess.
だからこのクオン先生には悪いけど、天神小学校から生還した俺たちを見てこの事実に違和感を感じている。
Okay.
サトシくん、ご飯がないの？
She has a weird ponytail thing.
何が食べたい？
え？
好きな食べ物は？
カツ丼？
Katsudon? Mhm.
なんだろうあの先
からかわれたんだよ。
So I guess I'll go buy some bread at the cafeteria or something. Okay, but you should probably hurry it up. I mean, lunch has already started, so I doubt they'll have a whole lot left at this point. Oh crap, you're right. Okay, wait here, I'll be back. Hold the run button while moving to sprint. Sprinting gradually drains your stamina, and if you run out completely, you won't be able to move again for a short time. I bet that will be useful later on. Your stamina will recover whenever you're not sprinting, however, so be sure to slow down every now and again. Okay, so need to keep that in mind. If you don't get a move on, they'll be out of bread for sure. Alright, so I'm gonna try to pause it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, so pause button doesn't work. Select button works. Alright, and I guess that's my log. I'm guessing time will stop in the state. But anyways, I'm gonna leave the first video here. I know not much happened in the video, but you are getting backstory to what is going to be happening in the game, and I am too. Hopefully it'll pick up soon. I kind of don't really like the slow pace of this one so far, because the first one started out, well, it was a little slow, but it started out maybe 5 minutes of intro and then you're into stuff is happening. But I think that what they're trying to do is get you involved in the characters a bit more, especially if you haven't played the first game, and let you become more attached to them before they throw you into the all the bad stuff happening.